Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. They go play action with Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
2nd and 5. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson options out left. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time. Here's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down in. Back-to-back, last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Purdy will throw for it. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 41 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
23 yards, the final tally. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Purdy will look to throw again here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been some. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Jackson, option right. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Jackson running again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Throwing is Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun, because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Able to look, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Flush to his right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Pass to the sideline and put it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy bootlegging it. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side.
Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play action. Now Purdy on the move. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throw caught by Flowers. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
There he goes, right side. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 14-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And he's got it. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Purdy off the play fake.
That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And he fires one incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 6. A minute 37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Jackson.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
55 yards.
And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now it's the Niners' turn, trailing by a point. A minute 8 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Here's Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he bats it away. down incomplete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Purdy with one final shot here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.